Alright guys, this is a video on how to do lesson plans. Well, how to do it on Drive, how to upload them onto Drive. Just to give you guys a couple tips to make it a little bit easier. So a couple things, make sure you check your settings wheel right here and go to upload settings and make sure that you have these two checked. That's at least how I'd recommend you doing it. That's how I always default mine. What that will do is if you have it checked, it's going to default to convert your uploaded files, your Word docs, your Excel files into the Google Docs format. But it's going to ask you for confirmation. In other words, if I have a file, it will ask me, do you want this to be Google Docs or not? It will be basically the same image here, and then I could just uncheck it for that specific file. This is a good benefit because some files just won't translate the same. Highly recommend immediately, every time you upload a file, if you're going to convert it, or if you don't convert it, immediately open it up, see how it looks, because especially when you convert it, you'll see that you need to upload it in the original format so you don't lose what you had. Okay, so just a short, if you hit the create button, you have all your documents you could create. If you hit the upload button, you can do files or folders. Now, this dummy account, I don't have anything in it right now. This is just to show you guys how this works. So if I go to shared with me, I went ahead and shared a couple folders with it so you can see the easiest way to make this work. There's a real problem with the shared with me folder if you just leave it there. This is not mine. It's because mine's Tim H. This is the name of my thing here, and different people own it. So they reside in the shared with me. But what I can do is I can select them all. If I mouse over the link, not the folder. Actually, it looks like the folder will work, but not the blank space. None of that. If you actually mouse over the link, click and hold, you can now move, and it says move 3 items. I'm going to take those 3 items and make sure I highlight the My Drive portion. I let go. Now what happens is the My Drive actually will collapse. This is extremely important because if you're actually looking at files, let's say you look at this homework file right here, and you decide, hey, this should be somewhere else. Let's say I need to move that to the PowerPoints. So you could click it, drag it right into the PowerPoints. Another thing you could do, if you're like, well, I want to put that in the PowerPoints, but I don't want to lose this one, you can highlight it. You can make a copy. And now that's a copy of it, and then you can move it in. A lot of you guys created the original lesson plans all together, so your lesson plans look all the same, except for you have a few minor edits as far as, independent work or groups that you're meeting with or anything like that. You could go in there and simply make a copy and drag it right into your folder. So I'm going to collapse these. So that's math. And I'll go ahead and delete this because I know delete this copy because I know they don't. I'm guessing they probably don't want that. Now, with your you should all have your PLC. You should have EMS 2014-2015 and the Hassan and not Hassan example. Your last name, and that's where you do your lesson plans. Under this one, you have all of the pertinent stuff as far as handbook stuff, planning files, all of that. And then you also have your templates. I'm going to recreate these templates into Google Doc formats when I get a chance. If one of you guys want to hone that up, I know that Mrs. Weimer did a really good job on them. I'm probably going to just steal hers for this one. Now, once you're in here, guys, the thing is, if you have a document that you want to share in here, so say I want to take this. So this is my lesson right here, the math lesson plan. I could take this and drag it straight into my Hassan thing. The problem with that is that's going to move this out of there, and that template needs to stay there. So I'm going to go ahead and make a copy. Once that copy is made, I'm going to take the copy I'm going to take that copy of the math and put that in my example. Now, I've done that already, but so I'm going to show you guys something real quick here. When you open, see these X's, those are Excels. These boxes, those are the sheets. So the X's are the ones that are Microsoft, which are non-editable. You cannot edit them. But these you can. So if this is what you're going to do, you're going to have to download the intervention date, the lesson plan, edit it, and then re-upload it. So the easiest way to do this, make sure that you're not in the My Drive. If you look up here, it says where you are. I'm in just My Drive. If I click 7th grade math, now it's My Drive 7th grade math. This also says 7th grade math. And over here shows everybody that has sharing permissions to it. So if I could keep clicking folders, and it'll tell me the rabbit trail or the breadcrumbs of how I got to that point. So what you want to do is make sure that up here it states the folder that you want to upload your lesson plans in. So if I click Hasson Example, I am now going to say, okay, this is Hasson Example. Now if I upload a file in here, I don't have to worry about moving it. It'll automatically go straight into this folder. So that is the easiest way to do it, but if you do happen to have it somewhere else because you did it over the summer, you could just make a copy, drag it, and drop it. I hope this was helpful. Let me know if there's anything you need clarification on or that you would like for a follow-up video. All right, thank you guys. Hope you guys have a great first week, and let's make it a good one. All right.